Yes, yes. But hello everyone. Hello. Hello Error, Hima, Sana, and Gag. Hello, Sigandif one. Please, Speed. I need this. My spice is kinda spiceless. Yo, why are you laughing, Speed? I just watched your stream. Oh my god, I'm actually dying. I'm actually tearing up right now. But hello everyone. I haven't seen you all for a long time. And stream is already messy. Oh my god. Oh gosh. But hello. I am here and you are there. Does that phrase sound familiar? Yes, it's from the almighty Christian Weston Chandler. When will you try the 3x Bulldog sauce? I don't know. I don't really have like an incentive to try it, you know? Like, I know I'm going to die. I mean, like, if it's something you guys are interested, maybe like a bulldog eating on stream. But it sounds so scary. I don't know if I could actually like get through it without dying on the inside. Oh, so hello Mitch, and hello Ira, welcome. But yeah, it's been a while for stream. I've been actually doing a lot of stuff. Like, I'm sure you're all curious, right? Taps finger on chin. I wish you could see my hand gestures because like every time I like say something very funny, well, at least I think it's funny. You know that thinking monkey gif? I do that a lot in person now when I'm like, and then I like tap the bottom of my chin and I'm like, I wish you could see that, but I've been doing a lot of IRL stuff. I've been grass maxing, if you will. Yeah. Hello, small size, big headed, injured sheep lady. Hello. Welcome. Tom the smart cat. You are not very smart though, because haha, I'm actually not a sheep. Haha, I'm actually a human girl. But definitely, I would think about a bulldog challenge in the future for sure. Hold on, let me put this back. I bet you slap your knee when you laugh. Yeah, I do slap my knee. I'm like the type of person that where I think like I tell the funniest jokes. I'm like, yeah, and then everyone looks at me like, wow, that's like so freaking cringe. And I'm like, well, whatever. But yeah, I mean, a certified knee jerker, am I right? But yeah, like, I really am funny, am I, guys? But I've been doing a lot of stuff. I actually watched 2 movies in the span of like since last time I streamed. I watched 2 different movies. I watched Wicked and FNAF 2, which was pretty nice to be honest. At least better than my cousin. She slaps people next to her. Okay, the thing is, I don't have anyone next to me, which is why I'm not slapping anyone. But I'm also the type to just lean over and just start slapping you. Like, you tell me something funny and I'll be like, oh my god, that's so funny! And then I'll just start slapping your shoulder. But I'm guilty of doing that as well. But yeah, I watched FNAF 2 and I watched Wicked, which was very cool. I actually want to turn on my cam real quick just to show these hand movements. This is a funny joke I learned, but maybe in a bit though. But I watched Wicked 2 and FNAF 2, and I also do agree that FNAF 2 was way better than FNAF 1, but also equally as horrible because the ending like just ruined the entire like existence of FNAF 2. And it also really seems like the franchise is going to get milked like crazy. Yeah, so my thoughts on both of them. I'll start with FNAF first. But FNAF 2, without spoiling it too much, right? No, don't worry, I won't give you spoilers, but they make a reference to the FNAF 2 gameplay. Like, that's not really a spoiler, but it was, like, so fun to see it, like, happen. And it was, like, really goofy. And they put a lot of Easter eggs in. Like, it's, like, one of those things where if you blink, you kind of miss it. But it's so freaking annoying because, like, the ending for those, they have No, you gotta understand, like, in FNAF 1, they didn't do the FNAF 1 thing. They didn't really do the cam mechanics. Like, there was literally a sequence, like, without spoiling too much, there was literally the main character just going through and just using all the FNAF 2 mechanics, you know, using the Freddy mask and etc, etc, etc. Like, in FNAF 1, I don't recall them doing that. But yeah, I love tributes. Put your hand up if you love tributes. But no. I love how they tribute to the original source. But definitely, it's a type of movie where it's like easy for first timers to watch. But I feel like at the same time, since the plot is so convoluted and weird, it's like really hard to keep up for a first timer as well. It's like they're trying to cater to first timers so that they can watch it as a family. But at the same time, the plot is like so weird. Like, how do you explain to an average kid what Remnant is? And how do you explain that, like, you know, there are these kids chucked in the suit, but they can move the suits, but like they're dead, but they have like their rotting corpse inside. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's like one of those things where it's like it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. FNAF 1 was building Legos on the animatronic gang. Yes, there was the sleepover. I remember that. It was very cute. But I'm just gonna say that when I saw Toy Cheek on the screen, I was like, thank you so much for the 3 stream streak. Keep streaking it in the chat, Mitch God. Only thing I remember from FNAF 1 was the thick ass manual for divorce or something. I do not remember that, but I remember MatPat had a cameo, and that was so big. I'm actually really sad that Markiplier wasn't in FNAF 1, but I guess we get Iron Lung for next year, so here's that. Yeah. It also sucks, but also should stand on its own instead of relying on the source material. That's the thingy. Sorry, I can't English right now, but like the lore is so convoluted. I get it, like they're trying to diverge and make their own, but at the same time, by doing so, they're also undoing part of the lore. Like, you guys know about Mimic, right? Like, how Mimic... I'm not really spoiling it, but I'll just give it away. Like, basically, Mimic is the prequel to the whole FNAF franchise, right? And TLDR, it kind of implied that William and Henry didn't create the whole FNAF franchise, and it kind of implied that they were stealing blueprints and that those two weren't the OG creators. It was Edward who made the Mimic, and it was difficult to put the pieces together. Mimic! But like, I hate things like that where they like retcon the entire lore. They're like, okay, we're just gonna insert something into the prequel, and you know, GG's, yeah. Have you seen the sign card where they put a pregnant MatPat on the theater screen? I have not seen that. That sounds so freaking scary. Speaking of like theaters and that stuff, they actually do not sell the popcorn buckets in like Australia, which I was very upset about. I can't believe like America gets the cute FNAF stage. I really wish we had it. Like, low-key, it looked so cute, and I was like, ah! Ah! But yeah, it's just unfortunate, yeah. I don't know why I'm so stuttery today. I think it's the spice that has gotten to me, so I do apologize if I fumble my words. I also haven't streamed in a while. I think I'm a little bit nervous. Oh, actually pause the music. What happened? Okay, it's all good. Going to pay $90 for it off Scalpers? No. Honestly, I'm better off saving $90 for a better thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not worth it. It's cute and all. Like, sure, it like lets me remember the movie, but it's like not a collector's thing I personally got. You know what I mean? It doesn't have like that sentimental value. Like, it's just I don't know. I don't want to pay a scalper. It's just cringe. Yeah. Alright, are you sick? Your voice sounds a bit deep. No, I just had a lot of spicy food, which is why I kind of sound like I'm sniffling. Because right now, my nose is so freaking runny. But I'm trying to not, like, sniffle every 5 seconds. But yeah, I'm slowly calming down, though. My heart rate is, like, slowly becoming normal. Like, I can't drink milk whenever I eat spicy things. And it's just a double whammy. Like, to enjoy spice, I must just tolerate the pain. I saw Bonnie paper cups, but I didn't want them. My friend kept calling the cups, like, you know, the cups where you can buy the drinks for the FNAF mascots, like they dance on the straw. My friend kept calling the Chica one the toy Chica stripper cup, and I had to keep looking at her like, can you not call it the toy Chica stripper cup? Like, just call it the toy Chica drink cup. Like, why are you saying that? And she's like, oh, but like, yeah, am I wrong? Like, it literally looks like toy Chica stripping. And I'm like, no, okay, no. But yeah. But yeah, I respect that. For real, I respect that. And also, I was so excited to see Mangled. It was like so cool and everything. You must be talking about the toy Chica. No, there's no Onaho. It's the one where like there's a straw in the cup and then they're just holding onto the straw. But I guess like up to interpretation, you know. Hungry man thinks of bread. I was also surprised. Was it Megan Fox that was voicing Toy Chica? Like, it was so weird. Like, I don't know. It was just so weird. I did not expect it. Yeah. And then also Matt Pat was voicing Bonnie, and it did not sound like Bonnie at all. I was like, what? What? And then like I just couldn't put two and two together. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, what did they call Mangle Foxy? I'm not well educated. So Mangle and Foxy are two different characters, right? So Mangle is the newer version of Funtime Foxy, and they're both separate animatronics, if I recall. And like Mangle was part of this attraction where it was called Pull Apart Mangle or something, and that's the reason why she's like all mangled and whatnot. But yeah, I'm confused. But yeah, it's been a while with the law, so I could be wrong. Yeah. Is that why I had a thing for Chica? Let's be honest, who didn't have a thing for Chica? But me personally, I love Glamrock Freddy. The day Glamrock Freddy comes out on the big screen, you will not hear the end of the movie. I will like watch the movie every single day. I'll be like, hey, one ticket to see the FNAF movie. And then the next day they'll be like, okay, so what movie would you like to watch? And then I'll be like, the FNAF movie. And then it'll be day 3. Okay, what movie would you like? What do you think, buddy? I'm here for a reason. I want to like do one of those memes where you dress up and cosplay for the movie, and then the person selling the tickets are like, what movie would you like to watch? And I'm looking at them with my ugly ass Freddy Fazbear cosplay, and I'm like, you tell me what movie I want to watch. But yeah, it's honestly fun. You know, speaking of Titanic, I actually have never watched Titanic before. I don't know why, but it's one of those movies where I've never seen it. I actually don't really know what it's about. I know it's about like the ship sinking, but like I know there's also a scene like Draw Me Like One of Your French Girls, but I actually don't know anything about the movie Titanic at all. Like I know for a lot of people it was like their awakening. They're like, oh my god, is it Leonardo DiCaprio? Whoa, he's so freaking hot. Oh my gosh. And like, yeah, I just never watched it, and I never got around to watching it and whatnot. Titanic, about 2 people drowning because of a small door. I mean, historically I know what it is, but not the movie itself. There are definitely a lot of classics I need to watch though, for sure. Titanic, ginormous slop ship hitting a slopberg and drown maxing. Wow, that sounds very, very interesting. Wow. Oh, I also know like the really shitty recorder music as well when it comes to Titanic. They're like the do 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 do. Yeah, that's my reenactment. Also, thank you so much for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot, Alvian. Welcome, welcome. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Reaper Rips 9. I'm gonna rip your ass. Sorry, that was very uncalled for. I apologize. This is not the type of community and content I foster. But FNAF was definitely a fun movie. If any of you have not watched it yet, though, please do watch it. You're definitely going to enjoy it for sure. I'm a very say so's VTuber, okay? I'm very normal. Please don't get any ideas. But for sure, I love FNAF and I could not, like, you know, ignore it. Like, I'm definitely there for FNAF 3 for sure. Celine Dion cooked with the song from Titanic. She really did. Like, it's so iconic to this day, right? Like, you can play this song and everyone will whip their heads and be like, wow, that's so freaking epic. Also, hello, Furnace. Welcome. Thank you for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. I have not watched Zootopia 2 though. I definitely want to watch it for sure. I am planning to watch it, but I'm not sure if I'll watch it anytime soon. Also, wait, let me check out this video real quick. What the hell? What the hell is that? Oh my god. All I know from Zootopia is that Zootopia 2 references the infamous Judy Hopps x Nick Wilde abortion comic. Like, there are some shots where it's too coincidental. It feels like, to me, the animators were having a lot of fun with it. Yeah. I actually wanted to read it on stream, but I don't know if I should. I wanted to do like a little dub voiceover. Oh my god, hello, Chizu, hello. Oh my god, welcome, Dust Bites. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Chizu, welcome. Oh my god. Oh my god, I gave the wrong shout out. Oh my god, I gave the wrong shout out to someone. Oh my god, wait, it's been so long. FNAF reference? Oh my god, it's been so long. Oh my god, Jizzer! I keep saying the... Oh my god, I'm gonna copy and paste your name. Okay, hello, Dust Bites. Hello. Dust Bites are rolling in. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh, I haven't been raided in a while, but hello, everyone. I'm Miss Erohime Mir. A Batgirl. Oh shit, I can't give another shout out until 1 minute and 30 later. Frick my Chungus life. But hello everyone, hello Raiders, Miss Hime. I like to do just chatting and I don't know, your mom. I'm a fellow Aussie VTuber. I don't know how to introduce myself, but welcome. If you guys like need to go to sleep and whatever, like lurk, feel free to do so. But hello guys, what were you playing, Chizu? I did pop by earlier and I saw it was a Viscera cleanup. That's like one of the games I really want to play. But I hope you guys had a lot of fun though. But yes, I am Australian. I am not British. Do not call me British. I was doing the Christmas DLC of it. Oh, is there a Christmas DLC for it? Christmas DLC Viscera cleanup. Oh my gosh. That's actually so freaking cool. That's so nice. Can I call you mine? Wait, Chizu, I got a joke for you guys. Okay, wait. Since Chizu mentioned something, I'm gonna use it on you guys, alright? But I want you to imagine that I am going to give you a nice big high five, okay? Ready? Okay, so pretend I'm giving you a high five up in the air, okay? Like, okay, let's do a high five, okay? Ready? High five, up high, okay. Yeah, okay, nice high five, okay? Now, down low. Yeah, another high five. Down low, okay? Yeah. Nice work, everyone. No, not in the hole! Calm down. I'll give you that in DMs. Don't you worry. So, high five, up high, down low, okay? In heaven. 6, 7, 8, 9. You're mine. Chad, is that Riz? Is that Riz? welcome, new viewers. But yeah, I like, I learned the extra part, just for you. Yeah, just for you. But I also have one which I'm gonna use later on, but I'm gonna save it for later. I've been holding on to that joke for a long time. Like, I've been holding on to it like crazy. Like, I've been like telling it to myself every single day, so I don't forget to tell it to you guys during stream. Yeah. Stocking these Riz like they're live ammo, right? Like, I'm gonna be shooting Rizzes and Jizzes. What the hell? Who let this woman cook? Who let them out of the kitchen? I actually don't have a notepad full of these sayings. I just remember it. If I remember it, I remember it. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. I am the Jizzler. But I wish you could see my hand actions right now. I'm like doing the 6-7 hand motion. It's so freaking fun. But it's so freaking dumb as well. Keep her in the kitchen. I need her as a personal chef. Damn. But the other joke I wanted to say, but which was relating to the Wicked movie, it was the movie that I watched, which was the second one, and I wanted to make a joke where it was about this character, and this character was called Madame Morrible. So it was like Madame Morrible. Wait. Ugh. I should turn on my camera. I feel like you guys can't see it because I'm like, okay. Madame Morrible, flip it around. Wicked Witch. I feel like that doesn't make sense. But it's basically this meme where it's like you hold 3 fingers up in the air. So not your pinky or thumb, you put those down. So you have like 3 threes. So it looks like MM, like if you put it in front of you. And then if you flip your hands up, it'll be WW. Yeah. Thank you. I shall hydrate. But the joke is basically supposed to be you're like rhyming with the name, and then in the end you go. So you basically go Madame Morrible, flip it around, Wicked Witch, and then you're supposed to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But I guess that one was less funny, and I executed it badly. Also, thank you so much, Chizu, for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. You now have 2 extra rot. Reminds me of whatever made you lose a hand gesture thingy. I don't know that one, but a lot of hand gestures are very, very fun to do though. But yeah, it's based on the Wicked movie. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I definitely enjoyed the Wicked movie, but not as much as the first one though. Yeah. It was unfortunate because it was a really cool movie, but there was just less singing and dialogue. I feel like if you didn't enjoy the first movie, yeah, the second one already came out. It's really quick. But if you didn't enjoy the first one, you wouldn't have enjoyed the second one. The second one would have been like a meh type of deal, because the first one made me really into musicals again and really want to interact with, like, you know, musical content and that stuff. But the second one just completely ruined it. Any of the songs stuck in your head? Honestly, a lot of the songs in the second act are kind of hit or miss. I feel like the first act songs were more interesting for sure, but yeah, as long as the songs are good, I'll watch it. I mean, it's up to you really. If you enjoy musicals, definitely the settings and like the execution of it is very beautiful. I don't deny it. I love anything with a fantasy theme. Like, there is this one Chinese drama that I really like, and it's called Love Between Fairy and Devil. The background scenes are so beautiful. It's like so majestic and so like so pretty. I love like shows that have like a lot of CGI backgrounds that have done perfectly. It's just so pretty and so mythical. But yeah, you need to watch Les Miserables. I actually watched that as a child. Like, you'd think like I haven't watched some stuff, but there are like certain movies that I've like watched as a child, and then there are certain ones that I haven't, and it's so inconsistent. But yeah, I've seen Les Miserables, but I have not seen La La Land, unfortunately. There's kung fu movies where people fight everywhere. The only like kung fu adjacent movie I've seen in my life is Shaolin Soccer. Can you even call Shaolin Soccer a kung fu movie? Has anyone seen it? Because like it's one of my guilty pleasures. Like I really love the movie. It's so dumb. It really is peak, isn't it? Like the first time I watched it, I was like, no way, no way. But yes, something like Pan's Labyrinth, I have not seen it personally, but I know that the graphics are stunning. Like, as in, the sets are very interesting and well made. Should we have like a Shaolin Soccer watch along? We should like find some slot and watch it. It'd be very, very fun. I actually have not seen Karate Kid or Kung Fu Hustle as well. It's actually very surprising, but yeah, Shaolin Soccer has been the only Kung Fu related movie I've seen. I need to like dedicate like maybe a month where I watch a certain theme and commit to it. What about Kung Pao? I have not seen Kung Pao. Enter the Fist? No, I have not seen it. But I know there's a lot of like, you know, early kung fu movies that have like crude humor, and it's like jokes you wouldn't understand as a child, but as you grow up you're like, oh, that's what you mean. Yeah. You gotta watch the first Jackie Chan Police Story. It's so freaking good. I don't doubt it. Jackie Chan has quite a few good movies, I'm not gonna lie. Like, isn't Rush Hour a pretty popular one? I haven't seen Rush Hour, by the way, but I know Rush Hour's pretty hit with most people. It's about like policemen and whatnot. Enter the Fist, more like Iron Fist, like Marvel Rivals. Who gets the reference? Marvel Rivals? Wow, I love Marvel Rivals. Guy did his own stunts. You gotta watch Rush Hour as well. Oh damn, seems like we have a lot to watch, you know. We have a long list. I might like retire the horror movie nights or make it horror movie nights every second night, but then I'll have like a normal movie night the other second night. So like we'll have a movie night every week. Does that make sense? I feel like that would be nice. There are so many movies I want to watch, but so little time. And I know that 2026 is coming out with really good movies. Did anyone hear that? Did anyone hear that ho 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 just now? Did anyone hear that? It was like ho 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 ho. No? I saw it was in the music. Wait. I swear, someone said ho 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 ho. There was a really loud ho 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 ho. I swear. Did you hear that door creak? There was a growl. I don't have dementia. Oh my god, no. Don't put me back there. Don't put me back there. But I heard that foot job from a girl that has grippy socks goes crazy. Did you hear that? No, I'm not doing these noises. You guys don't understand. There it was! Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Ho, 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 ho. Let me go back. See? Did you hear it? I was not going crazy. He was like, ho, 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 ho. Okay. So it was part of the song. Okay. No, it wasn't a squeak. It was like a ho, 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 ho. That scared me. Speaking of which, though, last night I actually like booted up a random VTuber's stream, like an ASMR stream, because I wanted to like study how to do ASMR. And it was like ear lickies, blah 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 blah, no speaking, right? And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna fall asleep to this. So I like obviously I fall asleep, and then I wake up, and it's like 3 hours later, and then I suddenly hear talking, and I like scream because I did not expect any talking from the ASMR stream, and it like actually scared me awake. I was like, why is there talking? And I got like freaked out. And then I looked at the stream and was like, did it autoplay to another VTuber stream or what? And I was like, no, there's still the same stream. It was just that now she was talking, and I was like, damn. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation where you're just like listening to music and then suddenly there's like some lo-fi talking. That really scares me because I'm under the impression that there is no talking. So I let my heart rest, I let my body rest, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's chill. But then I hear talking. I'm like, what the hell? Like, where is this talking coming from? Is it coming from under my bed? Right? It breaks me out of like the loop I'm in. I hate it when people doing ASMR raid into random other streams. Is that bad? I mean, I guess it is, right? Because like you suddenly wake up to another ASMR and then you're like, wow, what is this? And what they're doing might not suit your taste. Modern ASMR isn't for sleeping, it's for joking opinion. Come on, guys. I'm not the only one that like sometimes listens to ASMR for like non-sexual purposes. Like sometimes I just like listening to the background noise. Like, I don't know, for me at least, I don't really view ASMR as a sexual like medium. For me, I view it more as like background noise, if anything. But talking or whispering doesn't really bother me when it's VTubers. Real. If it's a cute 2D anime girl that is doing ASMR, then everything's going to be okay. There is someone on your PC under the loft. That is actually scary. I actually get scared. Sometimes I look over the bed in the middle of the night expecting someone. Wait, quick question. Does anyone have a really big or bad habit where like you see like in the middle of the night, let me put into context, right? So in Australia, right, everyone has like their own house, and you have like a backyard and a front yard. And sometimes the backyard can look creepy. But for some reason, right, I like to shine a flashlight outside my backyard. And sometimes I'm expecting someone to be standing there looking at me. I don't know if that's scarier that I'm doing this or the fact that I'm expecting someone to stare back. I think one day there will actually be a random person in my backyard staring back at me. And like, I don't know why I do this. I guess I'm just curious. But yeah. Exactly, like I'm just wondering if anyone has like shadowy figures and they like to just scare themselves. It's like the equivalent of like shining a flashlight under your chin and like making scary faces. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Dilu. Welcome. I'm just wondering if anyone like shines a flashlight under their chin in the middle of the night in the dark in front of the mirror and starts making weird faces, trying to creep themselves out. Like I do creepy ass grins. I'd rather just pure dark than a flashlight beam. The flashlight beams are definitely scarier than just light on its own. I mean, I always have ways to protect myself so I don't do random shit at night. Fair enough. You're going to shine a flashlight out there one night and it's just going to be a drunk naked dude pissing on your tree. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like one day, as soon as I shine that flashlight outside my backyard, there's just going to be one man staring at me like this. He's going to look at me with his big autistic eyes and yeah, just stare. And then I'm going to like get so scared and regret that I've done it. My imagination is scary enough. I don't need to do actions to creep myself out. I just do it because I like creeping myself out. I can't stop it. Like, it's just this weird thing where I have to do it. And if I don't do it, I just do it anyways. But I don't think anytime soon I'm going to run into a naked man pissing on my tree, because I've already pissed on my own tree, and you know how like you can mark your own territory? I don't think he wants to go near that tree. You know what I'm saying? I'm joking, I haven't pissed on my tree, please believe me. You're like the horror protagonist who investigates strange noises and says hello into the dark. I actually have my own horror protagonist headcanon. And my headcanon is that I'm the type of character where I would like accidentally have a near-death experience, and then the old person in the friend group, like the eldest person that's like wise and loving and everyone's fan favorite, saves me instead, and then at the end they die because they saved me, and then everyone just hates me and they just wish I was dead in the whole TV series. That's my whole headcanon as a person, because I definitely know that I'm not like smart enough to survive a whole horror thing. It's actually one of the reasons why I refuse to play FNAF, because if you put me on FNAF right now, I will actually start crying and shitting myself. I'm not even joking. I have never gotten through night 1, and I know it's not going to end well. But yeah, like I literally have the game on my PC right now. We can play a little bit, but no, it's too scary. So hello, welcome Tina, welcome Parker. Thank you for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. Welcome. Get on FNAF right now. I'm too scared. FNAF is too scary. You don't understand. Like, I heard Freddy gets harder. Yeah, you know, harder for me. But I heard Freddy, like, his difficulty increases as the nights go on, and it has a lot of like randomization, but like the laughs indicate which wing he's in, whereas the other characters are much more spaced out and their patterns are much more obvious. But yeah, maybe in the future we'll play FNAF 1. You imagine FNAF 1 ASMR, like I'm just playing quietly, and as soon as I get jump scared, it's like mic peaking, everything peaks. That's like a torture stream for you and me though. Alien Isolation VR while wearing a shock collar and heart rate monitor while eating 3x Bulldog noodles with a toy. Yeah, truth nuke. I'm joking, minus the last bit. But put me in a room, like realistically guys, like without like actually like going like, yeah, I could actually survive 5 nights. Realistically, do you guys think that you could survive the 5 nights? Like, let's be honest here. Like, let's think realistically for a second, right? You go onto the shift, right? It's night 1, and like you start manning the cams. Do you think you would even survive the first night? Because I think I'm not going to even survive the first hour, if I'll be honest. I think like the moment I see Chica, I'm just going to be tweaking out. I'd see Chica and I'd be like, no! Yes, because I'm not that stupid. No, but like hypothetically, right? You gotta answer my hypothetical question. This is like, you know, like, would you love me if I was a worm type shit? You know, like hypothetically, if you were locked inside the FNAF universe and you had to take on this shift because, you know, please, my mom's kind of homeless right now, you know? Hypothetically, how many hours would you survive, or days? Yeah, I'd win for real. I know you'd win, Poker. I know you'd win. You're the GOAT. Yeah, I could actually survive 5 nights. Realistically, guys, like, do you actually think you could survive 5 nights, though? Like, get it? 5 nights at Freddy's? Bro, in the game, I can't use a weapon, but IRL I can. I'm bringing a Glock. No, you can't bring a Glock. You can't bring a crowbar, okay? You can only bring what you have, which is like your uniform and whatever's in the place. Like, you can roam around, right? Let's like treat this 3D, right? But yeah, like, let's be honest, we're not going to survive night 1. I don't think we are. It's going to be a hell of a ride if we do, though. Thank you so much for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot, Nix. Welcome. Thank you. You now have 1 extra dose of brain rot. Is there a crowbar in the place? I'm not too sure. Okay, hypothetically, guys, no bringing in guns, no bringing in your mom's boyfriend's middle cousin, twice removed, Rottweiler dog, Doberman, whatever. No bringing your sisters, cousins, wives, husbands, boyfriends, sons gun, okay? Just whatever you have is your purple uniform. Will you survive it now? Guys! But realistically, for me, no. But yeah, I think we just all die. I love how some of you guys are like, yeah, I'm gonna survive. Doesn't matter what, I'll survive.
Ha, 5 days it is. Hime, you didn't even mention how I'd survive. You know, like I could survive in a different way.
I think I won't survive a minute. I'll be the first to go in there. No, me too. I feel like I would also lose. Like realistically, my game plan would be I would be on the cams and then I get spooked. I would let out the craziest scream and then I would like literally hold myself in the corner and just start crying and then be like, GG's. And like maybe if I'm delusional enough, maybe Freddy comes up to me and then I'll like put my hand up in front of him and I'll be like, Chiyotamate kudasai. I can save you. Aigo, Shiba. This isn't you, baka. And like he feels like so touched. And like, you know, he's like, wow, this cute girl is trying to save me. And I have so much like pent up anger. Maybe I should actually find the forgiveness in my heart. I'd be thriving with Chica, surviving Foxy's deep. Stop, guys, stop! You're not supposed to survive. Do I have time to plan? Like, just like how FNAF goes, you know, you just spawn in and the clock's already ticking. I assume it's going to be a situation like that. You spawn in, clock's already ticking, the stuff, the audio cues and everything's happening. Nobody beats FNAF on the first try, so we'll all be dead. Most likely, but I love the positivity here where we're like, yeah, we're gonna survive. Yeah, I'm gonna take on Chica another way. I really love the positivity though. Like, if we're ever stuck in a room, you know, all together and we need to survive the Five Nights at Freddy's, I know who to rely on now. Which FNAF is this? This is number 1. Number 1 is the most iconic one with the foam man giving a little speech. And it's the really easy one where there's, I wouldn't say easy, but the most simple one where it's like doors and then you have to like, you know, flash a light in the corridor to see if they're there. Look at the cams and then there's Pirates Cove, etc. Can I just exercise the place? No, you can't. You can't like perform an exorcism or anything because you haven't brought your equipment. You just like spawned here. Like, you know, like imagine you're a Dead by Daylight character. Like you walked into the fog, right? And now you walk out and you literally just spawn in the map. Yeah. Thank you so much for the follow, Mr. Paul Beast. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Could I not just be gaming with Toy Freddy? No, because Toy Freddy's going to kill you. But this is number 1, so there's no Toy Freddy.
You guys can sit back and enjoy Chica to yourself. I'll take care of everything else.
Whoa. I mean, you can try and burn the pizzeria, though. Wait, there's a flaw in my logic, right? Wait, is it because we have the purple uniform, the animatronics tried to get us, right? What if we just, like, took off our shirts, you know, and we just went naked? You know, wait, I'm kind of cooking. Wait. I just remembered, right? The reason why the animatronics get us is not because of us. It's because we're wearing the uniform, right? So what do? We should just all go naked. Wait, some of you were actually correct. Like spending a time with Chica. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. We are talking about FNAF. Yes. The question is, if you were flung into FNAF 1, how many days are you realistically surviving? And some people are saying, oh, it's 5 days. Which I love the positivity, by the way. They're like pubescent teens. Call me William Afton, because the way I'm gonna put a child in these animatronics. Thank you so much, Paul, for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. You now have 9 extra brain rot. Welcome.
The animatronics can get a little quirky at night, including the player.
okay, I don't know where clang 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 came from because like your dick is not made of metal. Where is the clanging coming from? I guess like maybe the jostling of like the endoskeleton, but wouldn't it be more like a thud thud thud? Because like, you know, it's like a very big fabricy costume, so wouldn't it be more like a deep thud than like a clang clang clang? Like, how hard is your D? Thump 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 thump. I think clang 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 is more a FNAF 2 thing. I agree. Because I think like the toys are more plasticky, right? So the toys are definitely clang clang clang, whereas like the older animatronics are more like a thump 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 thump. I lurk. I'm off to bed, hella tired, so good night. Have a great stream. Thank you so much for joining. All good. Have a good sleep, Paul. Don't let Toy Chica grab you in the middle of the night. Yeah, they're definitely plastic in number 2, though. Low-key, though, I could fix Springtrap. I'm just saying that low-key, put me in a room with Springtrap and he's going to come out reformed. Like, you know that meme where it's like, werewolf scared of human girl? I need to find that meme. Does anyone know that meme where the girl is like, you know, buckling her pants and she looks very evil and the werewolf is like is crying because he's just gotten assaulted? Does anyone know that meme? Yeah. If anyone can find it, please send it. But it's like, you know, I would do that to Springtrap for real. No, we have not seen the meme. Yes, a few mixed responses. But if anyone has that meme, please send it though. Because it's such a good meme though. But that's what I'm referencing though. I'm gonna leave Springtrap dry. Hello, welcome Sly. Thank you so much for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. You now have 6 extra rots. But I'm just saying, I could fix Springtrap. I'm just saying. But what's everyone's favorite animatronic throughout the entire series? Oh, I forgot to mention. This is actually one thing I wanted to say. But in the movie, the Marinette, oh my gosh, actual chills though. Like, I really liked how they designed her, like the whole music box and the execution of her in general. It was so cool, but like it was so lame towards the end for those that have seen it. But yeah, if you see a girl reading some books or kind of literature in public, they are most likely reading erotica or smut. Yes, I can back that up. That was literally me today when I was train maxing and reading maxing and smut maxing.
Holly got a trap they can spring.
For me, my favorite character, like genuinely, apart from like Glamrock Freddy, would probably be Balloon Boy. He's so cute. He's so freaking cute. Withered Foxy's a good one too. Probably Music Man.
Music Man? Not too bad.
I never liked his like, I don't know, I've never liked how he is. It's just so unpredictable and whatnot. I don't know, like the face is so scary for Music Man. Like the eyes are so freaking soulless, and I guess that's what really makes him the Music Man, you know, with the DJ headset and the piano key teeth as well. For me, it's Foxy. Springtrap, he is a Springtrap is not a fanboy. Music Man is the goat. I swear though, girls read romance and cute stuff, but no, I'm too innocent. Personally, I hate Balloon Boy. Why do you hate Balloon Boy? What's wrong with him? I think it's so cute when he goes like, hi. I feel like if I was an animatronic, what I would do is be like, hey, hey. And then I'd look at you with like big autistic eyes. And then my my signature attack would be I just look at you. And then I blink twice, and then I lunge at you. Isn't FNAF 2 Balloon Boy where he like basically steals your batteries and like, you know, drains it? I get the notion of wanting to pun him, but like as a character, like he's so cute. Like him and his little silly propeller hat. Like, I don't know, it's just adorable. I like, in terms of like design wise, I get it. Like he's cute, but in terms of gameplay, yeah, he is pretty annoying. And I guess Roxy's also a pretty common fan favorite. Balloon Boy is like that niche baby meme. I want to. Are you talking about the Ice Age baby? Is that what you're talking about? Or the current AI baby that's like trending right now? I don't know. There's like too many babies people want to pun. And it's so mean, but I kind of agree. Like, can you say that again? To be honest, I missed the whole FNAF craze. I got gifted the games and never played them and never watched any Let's Plays. It's okay, Mitch. I will give you the full experience. Scared little VTuber plays FNAF with heart rate monitor and screams and pisses her pants. I like the Balloon Boy mod where he inflates you. Guys, are we talking about the same game? I do not recall a Balloon Boy inflating anyone. Number 1 on my punt baby list is Chinese baby. Is it the fat Chinese baby? What is wrong with the fat Chinese baby? Do you have something against it? But definitely, I wouldn't say like I was heavily involved in the FNAF lore when it first came out. I definitely was skeptical. I had like this one classmate at that time. They were very autistic, but very unrelated, sorry. But they were always like, Chica, Chica, I love Chica, Chica, Chica. And they kind of freaked me out as a child when they were like, Chica. And they were like so down bad for it, which made me not want to like, you know, get into the franchise. But they were pretty wholesome. But I definitely got into FNAF pretty later on. Also, thank you so much for the 2-bit slide. Thank you for my daily allowance. I appreciate it. I just watch MatPat videos in the background. Can I be honest? I low-key have not watched many MatPat videos. Like, he didn't really make much of my childhood. I think the only MatPat video I've seen is actually the Doki Doki Literature Club. Is this like treason I'm admitting? Like, MatPat was never like the YouTuber for me at that time. For me, it was another YouTuber, but yeah. I never really watched a lot of his videos. Like, the only one I was young enough to care about was like Slenderman, but FNAF was already in high school. Fair enough. I remember Slenderman and Jeff the Killer, how many people were so down bad for Jeff the Killer. I read some Jeff the Killer fanfics. I'm kind of guilty. I watched all his videos. He's fun to watch. I like don't doubt you on that, you know. I can definitely see him as a really fun YouTuber to watch. I really like his theories. My favorite like, you know, MatPat interaction is the one with Hello Neighbor. Do you guys know about Hello Neighbor? I'm pretty sure a lot of you know about Hello Neighbor. Also, thank you so much for the follow. Sleepless, welcome. Thank you so much. But I really like the interaction where Hello Neighbor's like, wow, you're gonna love our game. MatPat's gonna love our game. We have some crazy lore. And the whole lore is like actually really convoluted and crazy. Like, I think if I recall, it's about facing your trauma and getting diddled as a little kid, which is insane. How they wanted to make a theory so bad and there's no lore. No, literally, like, it's actually crazy. So for those that don't know, I'm gonna give it away, but Hello Neighbor is basically where you're an adult man and there's this like weird house across the street, and basically when his front door is open, it aligns with his basement, and you get really curious what his basement is. And as you're trying to like find puzzles to get into the basement, it's like one of those puzzle games. You soon confront your old past and you realize that the reason you moved out of this place was because he was a molester and molested you as a child, and you're basically standing up to him and trying to rewrite your past and whatnot. And then obviously like you come into terms with your past and who you are as a person. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But it's so freaking weird. The developer team, yeah, definitely tried too hard to get MatPat to like make a theory. Yes, that was pretty much it. Like the whole sequence where there was a boss fight where you're super tiny and a child, and then the evil secret neighbor is trying to hit you is basically a representation of that theme. But yeah. Was I ever a fan of Goosebumps? Yes, I was a huge fan of the Goosebump books. I really liked it. I liked reading them a lot. I was also a big fan of the Paul Jennings books. Paul Jennings was a really big author, but he had like these, you know, short stories where it was like spookiest stories, unbelievable, wicked, trickiest stories, and I really liked reading them, but it was super duper cool. I swear the lore of the game changed with every update. It did change. That was like the final one though, but I wouldn't be surprised if none of you understood the lore because it definitely was convoluted for sure. Didn't they make a Goosebump movie though? I could be wrong though. I could be misremembering, but I swear there was like a Goosebump movie where like they were trying to capture all the characters, and like R.L. Stine, the author of it, like all the Goosebump characters escaped and they're like, yeah, we gotta save him, and there was like Jack Black or something, right? Yeah. But Goosebumps definitely was fun. It was a TV series. I swear there was a movie though, right? I swear. But that franchise was definitely really big back then. It was pretty good. I haven't read Goosebump books in a long time, but on the topic of Goosebumps, I really liked the Choose Your Own Adventure books. I feel like we're losing these ancient texts, no? Like, who remembers like reading a Choose Your Own book and then like reading it and being like, go to page 7, go to page 42, go to page this, and then trying to read a Choose Your Own Adventure book in chronological order, like page by page, and being like, wow, this is like gibberish. But I feel like not many people talk about Choose Your Own Adventure books anymore though. There was an episode that spooked me out so much. There was actually one Goosebump book that spooked me out a lot as well. I'm not really sure about the ant one, but there was this one where it scared me, and it was about a clock with a missing, what do you call it again? With a missing number, and it was very scary, and I remember it sticking to me, and I was like, wow, damn, that sent shivers to my spine. But it was a really good one, and I really enjoyed it. The Choose Your Own was fun, but you had to have a bunch of bookmarks. I guess that's like, you know, the first version of like save scumming, right? Like, did Choose Your Own Adventure books unintentionally create save scumming? Did it teach you how to save scum as a child? Like, if you think about it, right? You put a bookmark and you're like, okay, I'm gonna read it, and then you're like, wow, okay, I died, time to go back to that bookmark. Did anyone do that? Because I definitely did. Wow, I guess, yeah, that's one of the early instances of save scumming. Back in my day, we had to save scum physically. We had to put a damn bookmark if we wanted to save our progress. Oh my gosh, I hated that puppet too. The face was so freaky. And I think it was the Cuckoo Clock one. It was the one where the sister doesn't appear at the very end because they realized that the the ticking hand that is pointing at a certain number is missing or something. And so it kind of like erased the sister's entire existence, which was very weird. Thank you so much. I shall hydrate. Yes, that was the one where like the years were removed or something. I'm pretty sure it was the year, right? Which was very interesting. Also, hello, welcome Vicky. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Welcome. I've made my own Choose Your Own Adventure games as my first project in C. Me too. I've actually done that before. I used to write like my own Choose Your Own Adventure books as well. I got really inspired by, you know, sorry, I'm like burping so hard right now. I got really inspired by the books I read back then, and it was pretty fun, and I really liked drawing stuff. Okay, low key, back then I used, also thank you so much for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I think Joestar's really happy. I wonder what gave that away. Just a hunch. But like I used to love like writing books, right? I used to love writing books, but what I would do is basically fanfics. Like for example, I really like 12 Dancing Princesses. What I would do is change all the names of the characters, make the plot a little bit different, and then have the same premise of like 12 Dancing Princesses. And I remember typing on Microsoft Word. And do you guys remember that stupid little paperclip on Word? I would like used to harass that little paperclip and drag it everywhere on the screen and whatnot. But I remember like just writing fanfics and just rewriting the premise of the story and being like, yeah, okay, I've read a book. I've written a really nice book. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you. Hope you enjoy your stay here.
Back in my day, we use our brains in order to write our essays.
These days it's like, duh, ChatGPT? Duh, ChatGPT? Is this true? Duh, ChatGPT? Writing is really fun. I think people hate it because they get forced to because of school. I agree. I think creative writing is very, very hard when you're under pressure. But as soon as you get the creative freedom and you're able to write whatever you want, it is so easy. Like, why do I want to write about a magical faraway tree that gives me powers? Why can't I write about two old men in the office having a romantic relationship but being afraid to pursue that relationship because of societal norms, and they slowly get together and learn the ways of old yaoi love? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wrote that, my teacher would be like, fail. But if I wrote about like a girl that liked a boy and they went to school together, I would definitely get an A+. Yeah. I wrote my original series back in the days, but I was so embarrassed about it, I deleted it off the internet. No, you could have shared some nowadays. It's okay. I kind of get it though. Like, sometimes you make cool masterpieces, but then you realize, wow, it's actually cringe and you're not actually that cool. I feel like that's a lot of us growing up. Like, we feel like we're the best people in the world. We're the coolest and the most amazing, but we're actually just so freaking cringe.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Wow. Thank you.
Kuppy was awful, but these days it's actually so cool in comparison to the slop we get. I agree. There's too much slop these days, and it's so sad. And sometimes I like to reminiscence and, think about the nostalgia. That goes literally with every subject. I realize once you get them to connect the subject to some interest they have, they get very inspired to learn and excel. I agree. I feel like, teachers that personally, push you to do better and relate your interest to what you're learning are teachers that cared. Like, there's a difference with equality and equity, right? Like, you can't teach all your students equally, but by teaching them equally, some already have natural advantages compared to other students. And it freaking sucks when you're falling behind. Me personally, I was really bad at it. I know, shocker, right? But because I was really bad at it, it kind of deterred me from learning maths growing up, and I just dropped maths altogether. And I don't think I have touched maths for a very, very long time. I did go to tutors, but tutors never communicated well for me as well. The thing is, I had like a tutor that was tutoring like a whole class, and they would always be going through content that was like 2 years ahead of what I was learning. But the thing was, I wasn't even sure of what I was learning, and this is kind of embarrassing, but whenever I got my homework, I would ask like my friend to do my homework instead, and my friend was like, thank you, I get to practice my maths. And so I never learned anything. Yeah. Size. For every college assignment I've had, the only way for me to actually do it is by making it nerdy as possible. I just did a communications workshop but made it a D&D one-shot. That sounds so fun. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love D&D. It's fun. I want to play more D&D, but I don't have the time to. Did you pay them to do it? No, I didn't. I just said, can you do it? And they said, okay. And I was like, yay. Maybe I should have exploited them more, Those are the best friends. I couldn't get through calculus in college. I had to take the football maths classes about prime numbers. There's nothing wrong with being bad at a subject. I feel like a lot of people, they get very embarrassed. Like, they go, oh, I had bad grades. But I feel like the school system is so rigged. Like, I'm going to start putting my tinfoil hat, like, and start rambling, like, on how, like, everything is so rigged. But, like, literally, I feel like as a student that has always been on the artsy side, it was made for me to fail. Like, I was never good with numbers and literature. I love history and all, but I only remember the stuff that interests me. And it kind of sucks how, like, nothing stuck for me and the system was just not for me. But yeah, it was what it was. And no, I did not bully anyone. I am not that mean, okay? Please do not think I bullied anyone. They willingly did it, okay? I did not hold a gun to their head. I did not harass them. You know, I was a very nice person. I was like, please, can you do my homework? But yeah, general education is definitely just there to socialize with kids. But I definitely think that it's better than being homeschooled. I mean, there's pros and cons, right? But I've met people that have been homeschooled in college and they were like, wow, I wish I went to school. I had that opportunity to socialize and now I'm awkward. But like, by getting homeschooled, they were able to focus on subjects that meant a lot to them and focus on their, you know, skills rather than focusing on everything in general. And I guess they don't have that like 7 to 8 hour schedule, which can be very taxing for some people because the 8 hour schedule is supposed to compensate for all the students in the class. If only it had to do with Old Man Yahweh or Doom Dewey, you would have learned it better and remembered easily. No jokes, I feel like I would have. Like, if the curriculum was talking about, like, you know, like, maybe, let's do financing. Let's do, like, stocks or something. Like, if it was talking about old men, like, investing into stocks, maybe I would have kept my eyes open. Like, sometimes when I'm scrolling on Instagram and doom scrolling, right, I'll see, like, those posts where it's like, oh, Mercy from Overwatch wants to get a loan on her car. How can she get a loan? Let's ask Reaper. So Reaper is offering this discount. But is it actually good? Let's break it down. So imagine you have 2,500 Overwatch credits. And I'm like, wow, I suddenly understand how financing works. That's actually crazy. But I wish, like, you know, things would be dumbed down that easy. Instead, like, no, you know, numbers and letters and substitutes. Homeschooled kids are always the ones with the lowest EQs but turn out as brilliant kids. I agree. I've met a lot of homeschooled kids, very standoffish, very aloof, but very, very nice people that know what they're doing. And I wish I had that in my life.
Breaking news, Aussie VTuber bullies friend to do simple homework. That's me, Harohime Mirror.
But honestly, at the end of the day, hey, if it works, it works. I definitely don't miss school though, that's for sure. Hold on, let me take a sip of water. Are you homework? Because I'm gonna slam you on the table and do you all night long. Was that correct? You can't use that trick on me. I've already done that to too many people. You probably find physics fun if you learned about projectile fall-off by associating it with Junkrat grenade shots. No, actually, like, whenever I think about, like, you know, projectile fall-off and all that stuff, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. Like, you know how I remembered Genshin crit rate and crit damage? I had, like, trouble for a while trying to understand what crit rate meant and crit damage was. I know it's a bit silly, but I wasn't really like the brightest tool in the shed. But how I remembered in Genshin, when a weapon had crit rate, it was like the amount, like the percentage, like it was most likely going to happen, and the damage was how hard. And how I remembered was, so crit rate was like how likely your mother was going to hit you with her shoe, and crit damage was how hard she was going to hit you with her shoe. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, when you put it that way, you're like, okay, so like, what's the crit rate? 50%. Oh, okay, so 50% chance my mom's going to beat the shit out of me. And I don't know, it just stuck with me, and I was like, wow, that's like pretty cool. And then I became like a huge sweat in Genshin, but we don't talk about that. But hey, at the end of the day, if it works, it works. And look, here I am, you know, spreading the gospel. So I hope next time, if anyone plays Genshin, they remember my words with crit rate and crit damage. But it was my first gacha game, so I wasn't really familiar with the terms or understood it.
Wow, you are such a gamer girl. Thank you so much. Arigato gozaimasu. Game, game, game.
If I'll be honest though, low-key, I haven't really had much planned. So I think today is going to be just a yapping stream though. Did you calculate banner pulls? No, I was never that sweaty, if I'll be honest. I was like pretty chill. Like I just took words at face value. I actually had a sweatier friend that was like giving me the exact numbers, but whenever I was unsure, I would like always ask them personally. I remember there was a website that predicted your next 5-star. I did actually do that. I had like the Windows PowerShell thing, and then I inputted it, and I put all my statistics, and it was like generating all my data, and I was like, wow, that's so freaking cool. You mentioned a tier list. What were you going to rank? It wasn't really a ranking one, but it was like a fun one. I'm not sure if you guys are interested, but it was a red flag tier list maker, and I thought it would be funny to like, you know, dedicate like a portion of this stream to like just do a funny red flag tier list. And like the red flag stuff are kind of silly, like first thirst for anime men or women, sex addict, Twitter, addicted to gym, vegan, foot fetish. I thought it would be kind of fun to, you know, check it out if you guys were interested. But yeah, I mean, this is a good segue though. Like, you know, maybe we should do some tier list gaming instead. Alright, let me see if I can capture the window. I need to improve on my segues though. Wait, 1, 2, 3, look. Look. Bing! Damn! Okay. Wait. Hold on. Okay. I think this should work. Yeah. Okay, can you guys see it, or is it too small? I feel like it's a little bit too small. Maybe I should go on the right. What happens if I do it with the other eye? I freaking explode. That's what happens. And you don't want to see me explode on stream. Please, Speed, I need this. My red flags are so many. So for the context, I found this for funsies online, and I was like, you know what would be funny if we did a red flag list tier list. I guess this is based on what I see, but yeah, I don't know, like it's not meant to be too serious or anything, but yeah, like I guess we're trying to identify the red flags, and there's a lot in this list. Feel free to take a look. What is ROTC? What is that? What is that? Wait. ROTC meaning. Oh, a US Navy person. Okay. That's what it is. Please read out the options. They're a little hard to read on mobile. Zooms in. Don't worry. I will read them out. Wait. Is this... Oh, this is better, right? Was this too small? I feel like... Yeah, no, this is good. Alright. Put JoJo fans on S tier.
I don't know about that. JoJo fans are usually very, very, very freaky.
It's a training to go into the military after school. Is it mandatory or optional? I don't know. I don't know much about military stuff, so I can't say if it's bad or good, but yeah. Oh, it's optional? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I think I'm going to do it from top to bottom. But yeah, we'll like see how it goes. We'll see how much we get through before the curfew hits though. There's nothing wrong with JoJo fans. Don't worry, sweetie. You're doing well. Don't you put the good ones on top? But the thing is, this is a red flags tier list though. We are ranking red flags. So it's based on like, you know, red flags. Lols! Okay. Wait. What's wrong with texting at night? That's kind of rude. I work night shifts. How is this a red flag? I think it's the context. Maybe the context is like, oh, they're only texting me at night, and you know, maybe they're ignoring them throughout the day. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. Also, thank you so much, Aliyup. Thank you so much, Aliyup, for redeeming your daily check-in. Welcome, welcome. These are red flags for you and not generally right. I thought it was like red flags you see in another person. That's how okay, red flags in a relationship or talking stage. So I'm going to put it in like red flags I would see in a person. Let's just say like an average person, right? Not myself, right? I think that's how it's supposed to be interpreted. Yeah, red flags for you. Yeah, for me personally. Would that be better if I did it for me personally? I guess it would, because it would be like better. Yeah. I'm sorry for changing my name, your name. I had a special text to speech for you. Thank you, Aliyup. Thank you. Okay, do what you think red flags would be. Okay, let's get it started. Okay, so the first one is smoking. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm sorry, but for those that don't know, but I am allergic to smoking. I will actually die if I smell smoke. So for those that don't know, a month ago, I was actually bedridden and with a heavy fever because I was exposed to an environment where there were smokers around, and I died for an entire week just because I smelled smoke just for a few hours. And so for me personally, I can't handle smoking. And it's not allergies or anything, it's just I have really bad asthma. And it's really, really bad. But how do I say it though? I don't have anything against someone smoking. Like if you tell me, oh hey, I like to smoke, I'd be like, yeah, that's so freaking epic chungus. But like I wouldn't like it if you smoked around me. You know what I mean? I feel like just smoking in general is just a no-go. Don't breathe in my presence, peasants. But it is really hard on top of like, you know, asthma and that stuff. First, for anime men or women. I used to smoke quit like 10 years ago. Congratulations. Do I say congratulations? I don't know. I feel like some people don't want to give it up, and I understand it. But, you know, it is hard though. It is definitely hard, and I understand. I feel like, okay, I'm gonna be a hypocrite, because if I say thirsting for anime women or men is bad, I would like literally be the freaking loser. I don't think it's the best thing, but anime people are 2D. I feel like I shouldn't be jealous of a 2D woman. You know what I mean? Like, I'm better. I'm 3D. I never snoked ever, but I've literally only had stoner friends somehow. That's fair. I've never tried weed or anything personally. So, and I'm like not really into drugs, but like again, like I have nothing against people that like to try things, but this is me personally. I just don't like it because it affects my health. I don't know why, but yeah. I'm also really bad with milk. So like I guess if you want to kill me, the best way to kill me is to smoke in front of me and then offer me a glass of milk, because I'll be like choking and then you'll have me dead for good. Like, imagine smoking and be like, wah, and then blowing a puff in my face, and I'll be like, and then I'll start dying, and I'll be like, oh, I need water, and then you give me a glass of milk, and I'm like, wait, this is milk, and then I just explode on the spot. Yeah. I think lusting for TD person in a relationship is much better than actually cheating. I definitely agree as well. I also agree that like 2D is 2D, like fiction is different from reality, and like I don't know, I feel like if your relationship is secure, what makes you not able to like lust over anime men and women together. You know what I mean? Like, me and the ski buddies all lusting for Toishika. I literally can't smoke. I tried it once in my life and I almost passed out coughing and throat was burning. That sounds very, very scary. Sex? What is this? Thank you for the hamburger, Mr. Ham 2222. I smoke weed, but I know it's not good to. It's probably why I don't care about nicotine. Fair enough. Haven't smoked weed in 2 to 3 years. Make it 6 to 7 years, buddy. 6 to 7. I think, okay, hear me out. We put these two. Okay, hear me out. Luna actually brought up a really good thing, but having a significant other thirst over the same characters you have, be cosplay, and then you go bam, bam, bam. Well, call me Judy Hopps from Zootopia 2, because the way I be like a rabbit, you know what I'm saying? But best of both worlds for sure. For me, hot chips or spicy food, that's a good thing. I feel like that doesn't really need any explanation. Like, I really like hot food, and if I knew someone that wasn't into hot food, it'd be like a little bit of a deal breaker, because it's like, wow, you don't like hot food. Wow, we can't eat food together. Okay, wow, okay, wow, okay. All women do is eat hot chip and like... Different for different people. Some people don't want sex in a relationship. I understand. Wrong tier? Isn't this good? Definitely a good thing. No. Yeah, smoking is a deal breaker. But you know, all three I can get into. Okay, The Office fan. I don't like The Office, so it's gonna be a deal breaker for me. Yeah. So yeah, just to recap, the top stuff is deal breaker and the bottom stuff is good stuff. Yeah. I had never watched The Office. Okay, I don't know anything about The Office, but yeah. I would put sex addiction a bit higher because they might cheat. I think, okay, it depends. If they are obsessed with me, then yes. But if they're like an addict, like a porn addict, okay, actually, I'm thinking about it. But if they're a porn addict, I would not like... You get what I mean? Like, if they want to do it with me, that's great. But if they're, like, you know, constantly endorsing, like, into, like, third-party material, and they have that, like, kind of, like, it's like, no. You get it? I will not date you if you like The Office. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to elaborate on it. Alright, fine. I'll put it on kind of a good thing. I'm probably interpreting it differently, but yeah. Also, Friends fan goes at the very end because they freaking suck. Like, these two go hand in hand. Like, we need to put one where it's like The Office fan, The Surgeon fan. What was the one? The Surgeon, The Good Doctor. And then we need to put like Breaking Bad all the way here. Yeah. I'm joking. Problem occurs when one party wants sex. Definitely. Provided this is all consensual. Walking Dead. I haven't seen Walking Dead, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty cool. But I don't really care. I'm like indifferent to it. Like, you like Walking Dead? Sure. Have fun. Netflix fans should burn, honestly. Except for K-pop Demon Hunter fans, but Netflix original fans should die. It gets worse later. I want to watch Breaking Bad. Can anyone tell me if House and Breaking Bad are really good shows that I should invest my time into? Because I really want to watch it. And I think it'd be super duper cool. Actually, what are these answers? These are so unserious. Breaking Bad is great and House too. I've only seen House, and the only context I've seen House is where there's this image where this woman is like, what is my necklace made out of? And then the guy's like, no. And she's like staring at him. It's like, wow, the necklace is made out of no. Damn, that is so compelling. And all House fans tell you, wow, this scene brought chills to my spine. Like, the fact that it was made out of no was like so peak. House MD is fun for a while, but gets repetitive and nonsensical. I see. I feel like that's more shows though.
Jesse, why are the drugs blue?
I watched Breaking Bad twice and it was insanely good. I'm watching House now and it's more like drama, but it's becoming my favorite series ever. Would you guys recommend me to watch Breaking Bad first or House first? I know they have no correlation, but what's like a good way to not get my hopes up? Is it better to watch House first because it's like less good, or is it better to watch Breaking Bad first? Better Call Saul, isn't that like the sequel to Breaking Bad? Shouldn't I watch that later on? Also, this one, for those that can't see, it says attraction to serial killers. I actually think people that like attraction to serial killers are kind of weird. It's not a deal breaker, but it's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there are these real people and you're romanticizing it. I don't think it's something to like break up someone over or like beat them over, but I do definitely think it's a little bit weird, but like, you know, I can understand. Yeah. Watch Breaking Bad. It's easier to watch chronologically. Do Breaking Bad first because it's shorter. Okay, I will watch Breaking Bad and then I will report to you what my thoughts on Breaking Bad was. I can't wait to like make, you know, Better Call Saul memes every 5 seconds. This list is tilting me. Is my ranking tilting you, Mocha? Breaking Bad is fun, but I watched the first series on the plane and I had it had an uninterrupted 30-second scene of Skylar giving Walter a hate.
My name is Skylar Light, yo. My name is Skylar Light, yo.
Breaking Bad is more of a guarantee of a great show. House is amazing, but there's a high chance of you not loving it. I think there is a verdict here, which is I should watch Breaking Bad and not watch House. Also, this one that says girls who say bruh. I say bruh. I don't know. I feel like bruh's just a word. There's nothing really bad with it. Whenever I get like close with people, I'll start saying bro. I'll be like, bro, you know what's crazy? Bro, no way. Like, I won't, you know, talk to them with their name anymore. I'll just say bro. The one episode I watched of House, Mr. House was like, man, I love underage girls. And I was like, that's a nice house. Oh my god, I just read that out loud.
W bait? Guys, let's clip Erohime Mirror and cancel her on twitter.com.
If you watch House, you'll never end. At least Breaking Bad ended. Wait, is House still going on? Huh? Wait, you mean to tell me it's not done? I thought it was like done. Okay, so for this one, it says pick me boys or girls. I hate pick me boys or girls. That's a deal breaker. I feel like I don't need to elaborate. Dream SMP fan is also a deal breaker. Mental illness right there. House is medical comedy drama. I like medical comedy drama. I've dipped my toes in K-drama medical dramas and it's quite nice for sure. I like pick me girls. I want to break them down and make them overly dependent on me.
I think in and out of relationship should be a deal breaker.
Pick me is okay if authentic, but what do we mean by pick me though? Like, do we mean pick me as in like what's your definition of a pick me? To me, a pick me is like one of my classmates being like,
hey, so like, you knew? Like, does this shirt make me look like a slut or something? No way could I be a slut. Oh my gosh, stop it, Jessica.
I feel like pick me's are the ones that are just like very insecure, right? And like, you know, constantly like, I don't know, like just asking for attention, right? Like they want the spotlight and they're very pretentious. It feels like they're very like fake in their personality and they manufacture their personality to be around yours. Yeah. I just think people are so obnoxiously self-conscious. They are definitely, for sure. Hello, thank you so much for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. Hello, welcome, Index, and welcome, number one. Welcome.
I'm not like the other girls. I'm worse.
I think communication issues, it isn't a deal breaker, but it's definitely bad for me. I feel like a good relationship, like anything, whenever you want to get in, not even a relationship, but a friendship, but if you're trying to like have a relationship with someone, sexual, non-sexual, friendship, romantic or whatever, you need communication. If there's no communication, you're not going to, get your point across. I don't know, like I feel so judged right now. I feel so judged. Oh my god. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like maybe I am the red flag. It's more accurate to me if you swap red with orange to me. So you think like, oh, these are okay and then these are bad. Maybe Miss Himemir is the red flag we made along the way. So no communication is manageable. No, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. What's in a deal breaker? No, I meant like communication issues, as in like not being able to say everything, as in like not being able to express themselves, but trying. I don't know. It's like very broad. I think we're like interpreting things differently. Do you get what I mean there? Like I expect communication from a partner, but I don't expect it to be 100%. You know what I mean? Like if like let's say my partner stops talking to me for a while, I'm going to be worried. But like, how do I say it? Everyone shows affection in different way. You know how there's like the golden retriever and black cat type of archetype? Like, you can't force someone that's like a black cat to be a golden retriever. You gotta work around it. But obviously, like, there's boundaries and that stuff. Like, obviously, if a person isn't very communicative, but they do show their presence and care, but like, then they step out of line, that's different. But yeah, because it's a manageable thing, you can train to communicate. That's why, yeah, I also feel like you can fit in orange, because it can be bad, but you can manage around it. Like, you can train it. But like, being an SMP means you actively choose to stand Dream. That's like a deal breaker. I don't want to talk to someone that's like, oh my gosh, I love Dream. I love him. He's so cute. Oh my god. Oh. Like, no, that's not for me. But that's what the mask is. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, let me justify. I am kind of joking with the Office Friends fan, and Netflix things. Like, these things are like whatever. But genuinely, I believe that attraction to serial killers is not, it's not a deal breaker. Like, because for me, deal breakers is like, I'm not going to date them at all. Like, for me, if someone was to smoke, I'm not going to go 10 feet. I'm not going to be 1 meter from them. Like, this is just straight up a no. But bad but manageable is like, I'm not really into it, but I could allow some leeway for it. But deal breaker is like, for me at least, it's like, no, that's it. Like, I'm not going to like touch it with a pole. But bad but manageable is like, yeah, I can like work with it. I don't like it. Whereas like Orth was like, it's whatever, you know, whatever. And doesn't matter is like, I have like no opinion on it at all. And I did not mean to put sex addict like that. We will come back to that one later. I think attraction to monster and serial killers is kind of normal, not gonna lie. That's the thing. Like, I get being attracted to like serial killers. Like, okay, like, let's be honest, you can sometimes think they're hot and all, but you can also understand and not, like, you know, like, condone the actions. You can, like, it's like liking dark media, right? You can like dark media. It doesn't mean you're a horrible person. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you can differentiate your expectations and reality and not let it get ahead of you. Like, obviously, like, if their whole personality was a serial killer, I would be, like, hesitant. But this one is, like, attraction, where it's like, yeah, they're into serial killers, but, you know, it's, like, not the worst thing. Exactly. It, as long as it doesn't go to the extent of, like, pushing boundaries, I kind of get it. Also, thank you so much for the follow, Toby. Welcome. Like, you're assuming a Dream SMP or Office fan stands. No. It's kind of a joke. I gotta preface this. Like, I would actually put it, like, you know, like, I don't really care as an Office fan. Okay, like, an Office fan, this is kind of a joke, but genuinely, I don't think I would actually be able to be with a Dream SMP fan, because I feel like a Dream SMP fan, they have different hobbies and morals. I feel like a Dream SMP fan would not like dark humor. Like, let's be honest, have you guys ever seen a Dream SMP fan? If you make a joke, they, like, die on the spot. Yeah, I think it's fine if they want to be a victim. I can't deal with a wannabe killer. Fair enough. Comprehension issues. Okay, this is what I mean. Comprehension issues and communication issues. I feel like comprehension is more of a personal thing. Like I don't know, like, communication is, like, trying to communicate. Like, I don't know, comprehension, I feel like it's, like, reading between the lines. This is more of a common sense thing. Like, if I'm telling them something and it's implied and they don't understand, I feel like if someone doesn't understand, like, I could bear with someone that doesn't know how to express themselves, but I couldn't really bear with someone that doesn't know how to, like, understand what I say. Like, they're just really dense. Is this what it means by having comprehension issues? I don't know. Like, communication is something I feel like they can train, but yeah, comprehend is, like, making up. But I feel like these go hand in hand though. Yeah. Nah, to be honest, being a fan of anything, these usually mean it's taking those type of fans. It's not why it's on the list. Fair enough. Okay, we'll leave it in bad but manageable. Only text you at night. I don't think this is a bad thing. It's not awful, but it's not. It doesn't really matter. I feel like, you know, you'd want, like, a nice text, like a good morning text from them, and, like, a little bit of communication throughout the day. But yeah, but as someone that's really busy throughout the day and that leaves their stuff to last minute, I'm, like, low-key a person that kind of, like, I don't know, like, it doesn't matter, but it does matter. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, if we're saying they only text at night, they never say good morning, they never say anything throughout the day, then that's, like, awful. But, you know, if they, like, text a little bit and then our conversations are only at night, to me, it kind of reads as someone that's job maxing. And you know what that means? Money! But, like, yeah, I don't know. So I'll put it in not awful, though, because I do care about it to an extent. But it's not like, oh my god, they have to text me every single hour. Like, they got a job max. Yeah. I don't know, only texts at night does imply only at nighttime though. So, yeah. Pokami Poker is being circumcised. Green or red flag? Please respond to this message. You're being circumcised? No! Touches your circumcision scar? No! How could they do this to you, Pookie? What do you mean? Oh my gosh, who's gonna protect your little guy now? Well, you can job max and still text your significant other in your spare time. Okay, I'm going to rebut that and say there are some jobs where you genuinely can't pick up a phone and it requires for you to have no contact. But I get what you mean with the spare time. Like, there are some people that, like, work in, like, jobs where it's, like, bringing your phone is a no-go. So, like, yeah. In the morning, that's what I'm saying. In the morning, it's fine. But then, like, you know, throughout the day, if they don't text constantly, then it's fine. But I guess, like, this one only texts at night implies that it's only night. There is no good morning and, like, afternoon stuff. This is like a deal breaker. Disrespects their own parents, I think. Yeah, I've been in a job where it requires secrecy to the point no phones are allowed on site. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you go to like a court or something, like if you're in legal studies and that stuff, you can't bring a phone, and it requires you to be like constantly on the move and, you know, attending what you're doing. And so those things, you can't bring a phone. Like, there's no workaround for it, unfortunately. Using the phone behind the bar is super rough. What is your job, Ira? Are you like a criminal? Yeah, that's my job. I'm prison maxing. Thanks for asking. I was gonna get to that. Okay, if we're under the context, right, disrespects their own parents, and their parents are genuinely nice and they like raise them well and all, I think that's a deal breaker because it's a reflection on how you like treat people. But if it's like genuinely horrible, right, then like obviously like, you know, disrespect them. But I think this is context, right? This context is these parents are nice, and like, yeah, definitely a big deal breaker, because if they're not going to treat their mom right, then they're not going to treat me right. And if they treat their mother like a slave, then I'm going to be treated like a slave. But definitely a big deal breaker. Like, if you don't know how to respect people that are your family, your own blood, how are you going to learn to respect other people? But this is definitely in the context of like a nice family though. Exactly. If people deserve respect and show respect, I think, you know, you disrespecting them would be very rude. Describes their ex as crazy. Damn, these are really hard because now it makes me feel so lonely. Like, I'm thinking about these and I'm like, wow, I never actually really thought of red flags. This is actually getting me to think. Exactly. If your family is abusive and manipulative, I agree. I also understand. Like, then obviously, why would you, like, respect them in the first place? Also, thank you so much for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot, cousin. Welcome, welcome. You now have 11 extra brain rot. I think a lot of these require more context. Definitely. For example, this one is totally fine if your ex was actually crazy, right? I think it's like maybe just constantly mentioning their ex and crazy. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the thing is, people that usually say their exes are crazy are usually the people that have the problem. I think that's what it's trying to imply. And it's trying to imply that they're blaming the blame on them when it was their fault. Yeah. Can we come back to that? Because we need to think about them. Well, it just describes them as crazy. That is true. They're not talking about it constantly. I'm doing fine, by the way. We're just going through a red flag tier list, but I'm getting stoned for my opinions. True. Bringing up X implies they're hung up on it and passing the blame. But it does say just describing, though. Alright. I think I'll leave this one for here because I don't know how to feel. Because, like, what if, like, their ex was actually nice and, like, I guess, yeah. I think you gotta assume all of these are in the worst way. I guess so. I mean, like, they cheated in the past. That, for me, is a deal breaker. Like, I can't argue with that. But cheaters, I don't believe cheaters really deserve a second chance. I feel like if you're cheating, you're making an active decision. There is like no mistake when it comes to cheating. You know what I mean? Like how can someone force you to cheat? How can you accidentally slip up? Like, you do it consciously. No one's holding a gun to your head. And I feel like if you cheat, then you have the ability to do it again. You have the, like, even if they show that they will change and all, I feel like that part of me will eat me away and be like, wow, what if they do it to me? For sure. Yeah. Break up if you're gonna be in a brave relationship. Exactly. They cheated once there and goes all the Exactly. No, yeah, but like the phone at night, I think it's like, oh, they can't use it because they're on their secret work. Like, they do it as a choice. If it's at a choice, only text you at night, then like, you know, deal breaker for sure. Maybe they're drunk and okay. If you're drunk and horny and your first thing is to be like, not praise how beautiful your wife Erohime Mir is and to like cheat on another person. That's crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like even if you're drunk, it doesn't mean it's an excuse. Like, sure, you lose your inhibitions and some like motor skills, but it doesn't mean you become a horrible person and switch 180 and cheat on someone, you know? Like, yeah. I think everyone deserves a second chance. I think it depends on the context, but for me, definitely cheating is a 100% deal breaker because, like, I don't know. I don't feel like cheating by accident is really a thing. Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Fourth deal breaker 4004. Your model is so adorable, makes me want to have a tattoo of it on the inside of my eyelids so every time I blink I see it. Oh, that's so cute. Take a photo of me, it will last longer. If they cheated as a teen and then went as far as to admit it to you, I'd give them a second chance. I guess it's context, but this is the context, like, I don't know. I just think, like, if they cheat, they cheat. Like, yeah. I don't know. Like, if they cheat, they made the conscious decision. It's like, yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's redeemable. Guilt tripping? Guilt tripping. Because we're supposed to imagine this in the worst form, right? Guilt tripping. I think it's unfair to say someone who has cheated deserves never love again and a terrible life. I definitely agree, like, they deserve to love again, but the thing is, like, they can't expect to get that love. You know what I mean? Like, by breaking that promise and not returning the same trust and love, you can't really expect it. It's like one of those things where it's like, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions, like, you can't really expect much. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, cheaters are like W rage bait material for me. I just can't deal with them at all. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know, it would take a lot for me to fix a cheater or something. But yeah. They deserve love, of course, but not from the person they cheat on. Exactly. I would say, wait, where did I put that thing on? Guilt tripping, yeah. Guilt tripping. I would say guilt tripping is like lying to you, right? Like, just guilting and gaslighting. That's pretty bad, isn't it? Yeah. But it's not a deal breaker, right? Like, or are we assuming that they're constantly doing it, right? Frick my Baka life. Frick my Baka life. This is actually harder than I thought it was. I'm actually like putting more effort on this than my final exam I did in high school. I'm putting so much thought into this. I don't think I've used my brain this much this year. But yeah, definitely has to be a deal breaker for sure. I don't know. Wait, but I put... Oh, now, because I put communication is in bad but manageable. But then it's like, can I fix someone that's guilt tripping? But definitely guilt tripping feels more intentional. I feel like communication issues... But then we can read it in a different way, right? Like, what if this person is just genuinely bad at communications? Guilt tripping is something I notice immediately and it shuts off all my emotions. I've had pretty bad experiences in the past. Fair enough. It can be manageable compared to cheating, in my opinion. I would rather take someone that guilt trips me than cheats on me, because guilt tripping, at least, like, you know, they're guilting me. Lols. And cheating is like an active choice. I don't know. It's the kind of thing that gets brought up over and over again, gets old quick.
Just say you hate me. Just say you want me to leave.
True. Maybe this list was too hard. Like, I'm picking one up. Okay, for DC fans, I'm gonna put them in deal breaker because I'm not gonna date a DC fan for sure though. Guilt tripping can just show someone can't take accountability and seems like they make it so they're the victim all the time. That's actually a really good way to put it into words. guilt tripping shows that they can't take ability. So they're always victimizing themselves. Therefore, they're not showing any change at all. Why DC fans? Because DC fans suck. Depends on what they're guilt tripping. But isn't guilt tripping in itself not good? Like, guilt tripping is already negative. Like, if you're tripping someone, like you're guilt tripping someone, isn't it like implied that you're guilting them over something that they shouldn't feel guilty over? Like, it's in its name. Like, so it doesn't matter the context. It's just guilt tripping is bad, full stop. It's like cheating. It's like, I feel like if you're drunk and cheating and you're like, you know, cheating sober, I feel like it's still the same thing. You're still making an active conscious decision. Like, I feel like even if you're drunk, there is like a moment where you can stop yourself and just not push the boundaries and limits. But yeah, if they're doing okay, but I guess the context, this is like, oh, you hate me, you want me to kill myself, like that type of stuff. But I get what you mean, where it's like guilt tripping. And I think everyone does a little bit of guilt tripping, but this is probably the extreme circumstances.
Why aren't you saying I love you more? Do you hate me?
Yeah, I hate you. Get down on your knees right now. Okay, I want to do some funnier ones, because we're like diving into the really serious ones. Like, for example, I think being a Twitter user isn't bad, but like, I guess what they're saying by Twitter user are the ones that are chronically online, that use like, you know, tone indicators and get upset at everything. Like, you trigger their PTSD from like 50 years ago. But yeah, and that's the thing. Like, it depends. But I think it's a very good thing. Like think about this, right? Me and my significant other eating hot chips on a Friday night, using Twitter together and gooning over anime women. I think that's a win. That's a win. Like, where is my incel chud redditoid that wants to goon with me on a Friday night? Blue check marks are deal breakers, yeah. I would rather have like a significant other that's really dumb and says really dumb stuff for the love of it and not have a blue check mark than like farm engagement bait, for sure. But I think, yeah, they're cute. They're definitely cute for sure. We can't say everything is redeemable when putting a list like this. Obviously, everything is contextual and circumstantial when you break it down. I think you are doing fine by judging it on face value. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. I feel kind of embarrassed. I feel like my list should be better, but in the context I'm putting it, this is what I mean. Like, for example, like, let me explain, like, hiding the relationship, okay? Because on one hand, hiding the relationship, like, we're talking in a physical relationship, right? I kind of get it, because I've had friends, like, you know, I've had friends that are really low-key about their relationship, and they don't want to tell everyone because, like, for example, they don't want to tell their parents because their parents don't agree on it and that stuff. And I don't think that's a red flag in its own way. Like, they just want to protect their privacy. Like, for example, you know, some celebrities, they do have a relationship, they announce it, but then they don't want to tell everyone. But I guess, like, in this context, it's like hiding it is like, are you like going out with someone else and purposely hiding it to give the impression that you're single? Then that's very bad. Like, you get what I mean? Again, it's like contextual stuff. But I think, like, surface related, like, if it's just hiding in general because you don't want everyone in your business, I would say, like, you know, like, I don't know, it's not a deal breaker, because, like, obviously you'd want everyone to know, but it's not like a thing where it's like very good, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get it, right? Like, sometimes you want to protect your peace, but at the same time, it's like, if you're protecting your peace and hiding it from everyone, then yeah. VTuber hiding relationship for money. VTuber secretly has 50,000 boyfriends. Oh my god, I need to talk to you about this, but I recently watched a YouTube commentary, a TLC channel called The Poly Family, where there were two there was two couples, and they were swapping wives every night, and their wives had their own bedrooms, but the husbands didn't, and each night the husband would sleep in the other girl's bedroom. And it was like kind of crazy because the husbands went into each other, but one of the women was pansexual but the other one was straight. It was like such a weird poly family. And then they had kids together, and they had to like, they didn't do paternity tests. Like, it was basically whoever cream pied the wife last basically was the father of the child. But it was actually crazy. Maybe we can do like a swap watching stream on this in the future, because it was like 6 episodes of like insanity, and I was like, no way, that's crazy. No, the husbands weren't sleeping with each other because they're not gay. They were straight, and they were like, no, we have no interest in each other. So yeah, I don't know. It was just so insane though. No, it literally rage baited me. They were like,
We are a polyquad couple. We are closed, but we raise each other's
children's. Yeah. Oh my god. We're gonna watch this next time. That's going to be our next watch along for our Sloppy Toppy Thursday stream. Like, this one constantly makes you feel dumb. Like, why would I want to be with someone that makes me feel dumb? Like, obviously, like, you know, like being bratty and being silly, like, you know, and then you feel dumb about it, that's okay. But like, I feel like if someone's actively making the choice to make me feel stupid, why would I want to be with them? You know what I'm saying? My blood pressure would reach 300. No, you don't understand. The video is insane because like, they're like, oh, you can't talk about your sex life that you had with my husband, and they're like just getting mad at each other and that stuff. Like, I don't know, I could never be in a polyamorous relationship. It sounds insane. Horror movies, definitely a good thing. I can't watch horror movies with someone that does not enjoy horror movies. Is there one that says My Hero Academia? No. I think all Xbox gamers are like deal breakers because low-key, why are you playing the Xbox? Hello, pick up a PC, pick up a PC, stop playing on console. Like, you know, what are you doing playing on the Xbox? Like, hello, that's like so freaking cringe. Exactly, PC Master Race, exactly. Okay, okay, TikTok users are like bad but manageable. I don't like TikTok myself, but yeah, it's not a deal breaker. Like, you can use TikTok, you can brain rot, but I'm gonna be judging you. I'm going to be the one that makes you feel done. You know what this is? So your like red flag list is going to be like, TikTok user, definitely a good thing. And wait, makes you feel dumb. You're going to be like, deal breaker. And then I'm going to be like, TikTok user, okay. And then like, you know, when we put 2 and 2 together, you'll be like, oh, I hate it when people make me feel dumb. And I'm like the one that makes you feel dumb because you're like using TikTok constantly. Wait, what if they're bad with horror movies but they still watch it because they love you and cling into you and bury their heads? I think that's fine. I think like horror movies, it means they enjoy it no matter what. I don't think this one necessarily means like they are good with it or not. Like, I'm not good with horror movies, but I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? Yeah. If they pull out TikTok on a date, you should just walk out. That's crazy to imagine. Like, someone just starts going on TikTok in the middle of the date. They're like, wait. Since I'm holding your hand, wait, my other hand is kind of empty. Hold on a second. And then they whip out TikTok on their unoccupied hand. And they just start doom scrolling. And then every time they see a scary TikTok, you feel them clench your hand. Modern day romance, am I right? TikTok is like the dark web, but with a legal license to lobotomize. Actual TikTok is so scary. Like, the amount of crazy TikToks I get from time to time is insane. Like, who remembers the Stephen Hawking skating TikTok? Yeah. Hello, it's Happy. Welcome. Thank you for redeeming your daily dose of brain rot. You now have 9 extra doses of brain rot. I do. Okay, see this one, right? I don't think this one is a deal breaker or bad because I feel like this is me, okay? Like, as someone that has low self-esteem issues, I feel like I need to be reassured frequently. Like, okay, like, I feel like I would get annoyed at someone asking, but also I feel like it's nice that they ask because they're like trying to see, like, it's different to guilting, right? Like, guilting is like, okay, let me hydrate first, but let me like categorize this. I feel like guilting is actively making the conscious decision to make them feel bad. Like, you're guilting their consciousness. But asking for a reassurance is like double checking and trying to like confirm stuff. Like, it's not like guilting is like a very negative thing. You're making baseless assumptions. So you're making assumptions out of nothing. You're like, you hate me, but then it's like wanting to be reassured. It's like, oh, do you do this? You're not like putting words into their mouth. You're like double checking and all. But I feel like asking for a reassurance, it's like a meh thing. I mean, is there too much or too little? I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, me personally, because I can't say for others, but I would definitely need a lot of reassurance. So it's like, meh, they can ask, would you love me if I was a worm? I would be like, yes, baby girl. I would chop you into 5 different pieces and I would have more than 1 copy of you. Isn't that romantic? If you guys turned into a worm, I would love you. Oh, babe, you spent 50 hours on the tutorial bus? No, that's not normal. You're disabled. No. Don't say that. But reassuring each other is pretty nice and sweet. As long as they ask and it's not some test and get angry. Yes. That's what I mean. Like, you ask questions, but like, you reassure them, and obviously they're not gonna ask dumb things, but I guess needs to be reassured frequently is a chill one. I think if they like energy drinks, I like low-key don't really care. Like, to me, energy drinks is like coffee as well. Like, yeah, I don't know, it's just a drink at the end of the day. Like, you like Monster? Okay. You like Red Bull? I don't know, same shit, different smell. It comes out as poop. Whatever. No Monster femboy. We do not have Monster femboys in this serve. No Monster femboys. But I think reassurance is also a good way for you to also I think reassurance is pretty nice because, like, for example, like, if you want reassurance, right? When you get that confirmation, you get that validation you're seeking for. But also the person that's reassuring you also gets to express their like love for you, and they get to help you. And it's like a both-way street. I don't know. I guess if you think of it as a positive way like that. Car fanatic if they love Lightning McQueen. Yeah. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna put types in lowercase. Like, I don't care because I like typing lowercase and it's like literally a non-issue. But yeah. Car fanatic, definitely a good thing. Like, if you're not going to listen to my Cars headcanon, I don't wanna talk to you at all. PC gamer is definitely a good thing. A Marvel fan? Disgusting. Why do you enjoy Marvel? Gross. Cringe. What if they go on a 4-hour rant about catalytic converters? You know what? They're passionate about something. I'll give it to them. If they're passionate and they can rant to me about 4 hours for that, I'll let them be. They deserve that. Bad at driving? I think it's a non-issue because, like, not because I'm bad at driving, but like, I don't know. I like being a passenger princess though. I guess it's bad but manageable. Are you Lightning McQueen? Because I put the thunder in lightning. Hell yeah. Why is salt and vinegar chips? I feel like this person made it so personally. Like, what is like Coke? Why is Coke, Pepsi, and Dr. Pepper a thing? Like, it's not that deep, right? And then there's stuff like pop music fan. Do Vans first asking for a friend. It's just a pair of shoes. I don't really care. Like, it's just shoes. Like, I'm not gonna be barking on the falls just cause you're, you know, you have fans. But yeah, a lot of them are like quite silly, but a lot of them are actually like very insightful and interesting. Yeah, I agree. This list was definitely targeted at their exes. Quotes TikTok's IRL is like kind of a good thing. I think it's funny. I think it's funny that they quote TikToks because I literally quote TikToks. It's just having joy and whimsy. I feel like in life, if you're too serious and locked in, it takes the joy out of life. And to be able to quote TikToks or just silly memes, you know? I don't think just TikToks in general, but to like quote stuff is just funny. Yeah. Right? It's funny unless it's the whole personality. Exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And it also shows that they're in touch with memes and they enjoy the internet. But if they're going to be answering me like with TikTok stuff every 24 seconds, like I'm going to actually lose it. Anime fanatic? I think that should go to definitely a good thing. Like, I would want someone to enjoy anime with me. Like, I mean, like, you'd hope so, right? I feel like some normie has put anime fanatic in deal breaker. Like,
Ew, she likes anime. She's a lolicon. She wants a little shelter to groom. Disgusting. No, bring it here, little boy.
but I feel like someone definitely has put it there. But to me, I think it's a good thing. You like anime. But it's also like, I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? But on my red flag tier list, I guess it's good. It's a good thing in my book. I'm trying to like find fun ones before I go back to some serious ones. But yeah, like Star Wars fans. I don't really care about them, but low-key, like, deal breaker. Like, why would I want to... Why are you like so obsessed with like, you know, lightsabers? Why are you obsessed with another rod? Like, hello? Is there a foot fetish one? I did not see it. Where is it? Uggs, anger issues. Can I be honest? Can I be honest with my opinion on foot fetish? Right? What if they want to show you a lightsaber in bed? That's different, but like low key, that's kind of freaky if you want a sword fight in bed. Can I be honest? I feel like foot fetish is like so mild. Also, I've noticed a trend, but I'm pretty sure armpit fetishes are going to be the next normie thing. Like, you know how like foot fetishes were really taboo and now it's like the most normal thing ever? I feel like armpit fetishes are slowly becoming normal. I don't know how, but I feel like it's just becoming more mainstream now. I just have a hunch, but keep your eye out on it. In the next Earth Patch update, you know, armpit fetishes are going to hit mainstream. I can't find the foot fetish one. Where is it? I'm like actually trying to find it. Oh, there it is. Foot fetish. Nicknames like Bae. I feel like there's nothing wrong with giving a significant other a nickname. There's so many shoe-related things on this list. Are we sure the creator of this tier list doesn't have a foot fetish? You think they secretly give it out to all the girls they like? And they're like, can you, like, complete this questionnaire? Do you think, like, it's a red flag? And then they double-check if, like, they have, like, those red flags and it aligns with them. And they're like, shit! She doesn't like feet! No! I don't know. I'm not into foot stuff, but if you're in a relationship, they want to try something new in bed, it's not going to be a deal breaker. Exactly. Well, for me though, with no outside influence, I don't think it's weird. Like, you know, if you're not going to force me constantly in it, it's fine. I think in general, like having a fetish of something, it's not really a deal breaker. I mean, it depends, but this foot fetish, it's not awful. It kind of doesn't matter. Like, if they want to do something, okay. Here's the thing. If they want me to worship their foot, I'm not doing that. But if they want to worship mine, it's fine. You know what? Like, give me a massage, whatever. But they can't expect me to do feet stuff to them. But I don't mind if they want to do feet stuff, like, they want my feet, alright? You know what I mean? Like, you get what I mean? Like, they can enjoy feet. TLDR. It's okay. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever. My feet are not good looking, so they would be disappointed in me. But if they were a real foot fetish enjoyer, they would like appreciate all type of feet. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, they are a freaking poser. They do not actually love you. You should leave them right now. Okay, so we secretly whisper into people's minds about the word of armpit fetish so your prediction comes true. No, it's actually coming true. Like, no jokes, it's actually happening right now. Like, if you go on Twitter right now, the push for armpit art has become very mainstream. Like, feet was so recent, now it's armpit. Like, I'm actually not crazy. I'm not putting my tinfoil hat on. Also, hello, welcome, Makatonka, welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. Thank you. You now have one extra dose of brain rot. I mean, for me, I get aroused if my partner was showing off their body. They show you their beautiful feet and ask you to kiss them. What if their fetish is pushing you off cliffs in video games? Sure. If that makes them happy, sure. Sure. I also agree. If they indulge in your fetishes, it's cute. Like, who am I to agree? I probably have really weird fetishes, so I'm just gonna let it be. Also, a mullet is a deal breaker. I am not dating a freaking Eshe. I'm not dating a guy that goes, Eshe ba. I'm not dating someone that has a mullet. I don't care. If you have a mullet, I'm shaving that off at night. I don't care. Keep one eye out. Oh my gosh. No mullet. That is like a no, okay? We will not spend time debating over it. Okay, let's see. Gaslighting, definitely a deal breaker. Like, why would I want to be with someone that belittles me? Like gaslighting is constantly, like, you know, at the expense of, like, my emotions. Like, why would I care? I was rocking a mullet a few years ago with race stripes on the side. I'm very sorry, Mitch God, but if you were within my vicinity, I would have gotten the razor and started shaving your head off. I'm joking. I mean, mullets are fine, but every single person that has had a mullet has been super annoying in person. They've always tried to steal my shoes as well. And yeah, I guess that's what you get for living in Australia. Oh, I have a mullet. Do you hate me? It's okay, Nix. You're one of the good ones. I understand. You're one of the good ones. I never had a mullet, but I do have long hair. When I was young, I used to shave the sides and back. Okay, having long hair is different to a mullet, but I personally don't enjoy the look of a mullet. I feel like long hair has a different vibe, though. It's like having, like, ponytail and pigtails. It's two different things. Two different vibes.
Hey, what is going on, dude? Hey! I hate people with mullets.
I think mullet culture is very different in America. It's like a redneck thing. Yeah, mullets here are usually associated to jobless bums that want to steal your shoes and say slurs and yell at you. And they're pretty scary people, if I'll be honest. And yeah, mullets leave a bad taste in my mouth. What do you think of rat tails? I actually hate rat tails. Oh my god, I hate rat tails. Like, I don't know, I just want to, like, every time I see a guy with a rat tail, I just want to yank on them. Like, like, it makes me feel like I can piggyback on their head and yank their little rat tail. I don't know, it's just, like, why do you have, like, nicely cut hair and then you have, like, a long strand? Just cut it off. Like, just cut it off. Why is it dangling? Just cut it off, please. Okay, what's another one? See, like, natural color hair dye is like a non-issue. Like, who cares about it? Like, dye your hair whatever color you want. Have fun with it. I don't like the tiny ponytail look. Like, if I'm just gonna be brutally honest, I just don't like the look of a mullet. I don't like the look of a rat tail. It just does not look nice at all. What about balding? Yeah, sorry, balding's going to be a no-go for me as well. No, it's okay. I love bald people. I love bald people. I'm trying to... What's a bowl cut? Hold on, let me search it up. Bowl cut. Is a bowl cut a bowl cut? Oh my god, if they have a bowl cut, that's a yes in my book. That's a yes in my book. Oh, beautiful. Nah, I don't want... It's okay. It's not awful, but it's like, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I had a bowl cut as a child. I think it's like a rite of passage for Asian kids to have a bowl cut as a child. I feel like it's very unavoidable. Like, I don't know. It's chill for me. I don't know. It's chill. Like, if they have a bowl cut, sure. Whatever. For me, alcohol... it doesn't really matter if they like alcohol. I don't know. I like to drink alcohol, so I feel like I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. And I think drinking together is quite wholesome, fun, chungus. For sure.
Skibidi toilet better be at the top. Wow.
Unfortunately, there is no Skibidi toilet, but there is one just for you, which is Band Kids. And I think Band Kids are so freaking annoying. Oops. Wait, where is Band Kids? I'll put Skibidi toilet Band Kids right here. Alcohol is fine, but if they're alcoholic, then no. Yeah, I feel like this is just if they enjoy alcohol or not. Because, like, for me, weed isn't a deal breaker, but I definitely wouldn't enjoy weed alongside them. You know what I mean? Like, you can enjoy your weed. I wouldn't really care. But for me, smoking is definitely a no-go. You know what's funny? I never got into the band club. Oh, really? Were you more of a theater kid? You strike me as a theater kid. Band kids are way too freaky. Never ask a band kid what they did in band camp. Hey, I went to band camp. What are you trying to say? I was in a band. You know what instrument I played? I played the flute. I know, it's kind of surprising, but I played the flute. I also learned the piano growing up, but I actually wanted to learn the violin. But at the time of my school, they didn't have enough flute players, and they had too many violin players, so I was stuck learning the flute, which is unfortunate. Band camp was fun. Actually, I do have like a kind of scary story. Yeah, I do have like a kind of scary story with band camp. Actually, wait, this would be a good segue to a little story before I wrap up stream, because I don't think I can finish this whole list. I might like do it in my spare time and maybe like, you know, post it on Twitter or something, but I'm definitely not gonna finish it within the next half an hour or so. What did I do in band camp? Guess what I did in band camp? You want to take a big guess what I did? You're never gonna believe it. It's actually crazy, but I actually played music. I actually played music. Wow! I played band music. Wow! Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to capture this specific window, but it's not working. Okay, is it working now? It's working! Yay! But I played, Bandcamp was so boring and miserable because it was literally just us playing musical instruments for like 6 hours a day. It was so tiring and boring, and I did not have fun whatsoever. But my scary band story was really dumb. But basically what happened was we were in these little cabins, right? It was actually horrifying. And so let me draw what the cabins looked like. It's not really like that crazy, the story, but I still remember it scaring me to this day. So we had bunk beds, right? So we had like this, like, I want you to imagine all these beds as bunk beds, yeah? So we had bunk beds, and it was like this, right? And what happened was, this would be the front of the cabin. So I want you to imagine this is the front of the cabin, right? You're watching a cinematic masterpiece. Behold. Don't laugh at my drawing. I am trying my best. No, it literally was. Did you hear that weird squeaking? So, okay, here it is. Okay. So this is our cabin, right? This is our cabin. Like the famous guy who played the saxophone from the Lost Boys. That's how you riz people with a flute. Yeah, I'm like the Peter Pied Pickler, Peeper, Piper, you know, diddler, whatever. I would like lure people with my beautiful flute. But this was the front of my cabin, right? And so basically it was wait. I did it wrong. Okay. Frick. I drew it wrong. The cabin. I suddenly remember there was a bathroom between these two. It was a really weird formation. It was like this, right? So you guys can see it, right? It's clear. I hope it's clear. But it was basically like this. So this was the front of the cabin, which was this, right? And there was a bathroom here. It was very weird. And this is the toilet. And it was basically like, this is the door, by the way. There was like a door here. And there was like a door here or something. And there was like a shared bathroom. And you could like go through this cabin like that. But there was also like a wall here. And you could also like enter through to the back of the cabin. So this is like cabin 1 and cabin 2. But this is like one cabin together. They're like, this is all in one cabin. Yeah. So like, let me put it here. But so you basically walk in, there's a bunk bed, but you can also go to the bathroom, but you can also pass the bathroom and pass the wall and go to the back of it. And so what happened was I was actually sleeping right here. This is me. I want you to imagine this is where I was sleeping, or the other people were sleeping on this bed. This was actually like a big bunk bed where it was like, you know those beds where it's like a bunk bed, but then the bottom is like a queen size bed, so it could like fit 2 people underneath. Yeah, it was like that. There was also a window here I forgot to mention. That's not triangle pants, that's a skirt, mind you. But the reason why it was scary, and I still remember it to this day, was because we actually found out that that door we had was unlocked and not locked at all. This one, I was at the bottom bunk, and so I was like basically facing the door. I like every time I woke up, I saw the door. But basically what happened was we found out that the supervisors forgot to lock the door. And the thing is, the view outside the cabin was scary. So I want you to imagine this is a bird's eye view, okay? This is a bird's eye view of the cabin, right? So this is like the entirety of the cabin, and then this is my room here. This is my door. When you opened the door, there was like a whole forest here, because we're in the middle of the nowhere. There was like, you know when, okay, I'm going to do another drawing, but you know like when you look outside and then there's like trees, or it's like just trees upon trees upon trees like that, and they're just so thick and they're like overlapping the trunks and whatnot, and then you have the luscious trees like this. Like when you looked outside the cabin, right, this was the view you were greeted, especially when the lights were super bright and they were like shining down, and then you just saw the tree. Like let me search an image of a forest, woods in the middle of the night clearing. I'm going to give myself nightmares, right? Like this was literally the view, I kid you not. Like the view was like this. Like when I opened my like door, this was like literally the clearing. It was like that, and then trees, but except, can you imagine like very bright halo lights just glowing onto it, which would cast really harsh shadows, right? So that scared me. And like to find out that my door was like unlocked actually made me so paranoid. No, I did not shine a flashlight out because I didn't. So like this was the trees and the clearing, but it was like several meters away. Like it was like very far in the distance, but very, very creepy. And so what my friends did was, what we did was, so let me actually show you like the side view of the room. This is like the side view, right? This is like the bed, right? The bed's like here, and then like doors behind here, right? What we did was we grabbed all our bags and we just started like barricading the door because we were so afraid that what if one day, like that last night we were staying at, after finding out the door was unlocked, that, you know, this old evil man comes in and kills us. And then I started having like really bad like cold sweat, like, oh, what if there was a serial killer that comes in through this door, kills me, then kills them, then goes around and, you know, kills the people at the front. And like I got so freaking scared. I don't think I slept well that night. It was just GG's for me for the entire night. But as someone that like has a lot of paranoia, yeah, you don't understand how much paranoia I got that night. Like it was so freaking scary. But I'm glad like I'm still alive and like nothing bad happened. But then like the next day when I went to like the next cabin's room to find their door, I found out their door was locked, and it made me just tense up. Like, oh shit, did we really have an unlocked door? It's insane though to think about it. But yeah, I think it's a core memory now. It is what it is though, but I can't do much. But it was a really scary thing. I'm trying to say find trees clearing at night. I'm trying to find a tree clearing, like a really good photo that like describes what I saw, because like, yeah, I literally just shot myself seeing it. It was bad. I just hated it. I hated every second. Yeah, like I guess this is a like a comedic one, like a very, it's like, it looks like it was like that. It was basically like that. Moonlight shining down, a lot of trees there, and then you're thinking Slender Man would emerge from the thick of it, thick of it, and suddenly kidnap you. Like a dense bush. Yeah, it was just a lot of trees that were very close together, and it made this type of clearing. And then there was nothing. Like if someone was suddenly running in a straight line, I would see them running in a straight line towards me. Yeah. My friends knew about this. They knew about the clearing and all, and which is why we barricaded it. But I think to this day we don't talk about it. I'm still in contact with one of those friends. Actually, I will ask about her thoughts. I will ask her her thoughts about it, and I'll ask if she still remembers it, because it was a long time ago. Do you know where it snows and ask you if they froze? Is this a reference? I am not picking up on that reference. I did not want to be kidnapped. I'm so scared. In the past, I would have been scared, but nowadays, I would have sat outside and admired the view. I think that would have been me too. I would have like sat up and admired the sunrise rising up slowly. But I was quite young, you know. I was a band kid. I only had a flute. You could imagine, like, my imagination is very imaginative. The things I thought that would happen to me on that night was wild. Like, I thought that I was going to end up on some serial killer documentary, and I felt like I was just going to die that night. I was like acting like it was my last night on earth. It was genuinely so scary. And to make the matters worse, we weren't allowed phones, so our phones were very low if we smuggled them in, and there was no way in charging them. So like we couldn't ask for help from the outside even if like something bad happened to us. So it was literally like a GG's moment, you know. But I'm alive. Hey, I'm alive.
Yeah, my imagination is very imaginative.
Tooting as you run away, and the high-pitched tweet as you get... hit by a serial killer. I feel like these days, if I was getting killed by a serial killer, I would definitely tweet it out. I'll be like, guys, no way! This is serial killing me, lols! And then I'd be like, live thread, hiding from the serial killer right now. These days, I'm definitely more confident. I think, yeah, like you said before, I would have like sat outside. But yeah. I'm definitely more adapted for sure. But that's my horror story. I think because of that, right? The whole clearing. I think that's how I got my like cult pregnancy dream. If you guys still remember that one, the cult pregnancy where I dreamt like my classmate that was a guy that was giving birth. Yeah, that one. And then one of them was being a midwife or something. Yeah, I think most of my horror dreams stem from that clearing because I remember seeing that clearing vividly from band camp. Remember your self-defense tools if you're doing anything dangerous though. That's for sure. But the thing is, a lot of self-defense tools are banned here. It's crazy how like pepper spray is not allowed, but I guess you can carry hairspray around. Mpreg! Yeah. I had like a really goofy dream about like Mpreg and that stuff. I'll probably share it for another time. For those that are new to this, stream, I have a lot of... Oh my god, my voice is dying. I have a lot of wild dreams, and they can sometimes become very questionable. But they are fun. Oh wait, I forgot to mention, I actually had a dream last night. I was going to talk about it on stream, but I forgot about it. I'll talk about this dream before I go to sleep and forget about it. But yes, that was the dream where I ordered Macca's in the middle of the night. Yes. Taser's banned. I'm pretty sure Taser's are banned here. Okay, so the dream I had last night was I was ordering a matcha latte with oat milk and foam on top and cinnamon. But as I was trying to order it, I was ordering it on a self-help kiosk. And for some reason, it was telling me to put my full name, my first name, my last name, my address, my date of birth, and everything. And it was so weird because, like, when I was, doing my order, I saw the previous woman, like, do the kiosk thing and it didn't ask for her personal details. And at that point, when I was, like, filling it in, I was like, wait, is this a resume? But no, it was not. I just had to put like all my shipping details and everything for the matcha latte. Yeah. No, it was not a Dubai chocolate with a gold labubu. It was just a normal one with a side of whipped cream. But yeah, it was so weird. It was such a weird dream because I was like, I'm doxing myself to this machine. Do you think other people can see the docs and that stuff? And I was like, wait, I'm literally putting my full name and my real life details in front of everyone. And the thing is, I took so long trying to order my matcha latte that it took me an hour to put in my personal details. And yeah, I just never got it because I just woke up because my alarm interrupted me. Hello, welcome back. Ero the Dreamer should be a new Elden Ring Night Rain class. That sounds pretty fun. But it was so weird though. Like, the dream just did not make sense at all, if I'll be honest. Like, I'm still confused. Like, why was I ordering a matcha latte in my dream? Am I this cooked? I can be trusted with all your info. Would you like to know the last 3 digits of my credit card? It's 123, by the way. Don't tell anyone else that, alright? Keep it a secret, alright? I better not see any cash stolen from my credit card tonight. Tisk, tisk, tisk. But I think I'm going to end today's stream for today, though. I think I've yapped quite a bit. I am a little bit tired, and it is a little bit late. But I've had a lot of fun, though. Today, I do apologize if I did rage bait anyone with my tier list. I was joking with some stuff, but I'll probably get it done, offline, and I'll also send the link if anyone is interested in creating their own list personally. But thank you everyone for joining me today. I'm very happy and I hope to see you on Friday. I think there'll be a stream there. But yeah. I'll definitely come up with a more solid stream for next time. Thank you, everyone. I'm waving to you. Bye bye. Please, Speed. Please, I need this. My Erohime Mir stream is ending. Alright, everyone. Bye bye. Bye. Bye.
Yo, that Miss Himemir? Don't you think her, like, opinions were kind of cringe chungus?
Hey, what did you say about my opinions, noob?
Nothing. I didn't say anything about your opinions. You're always entitled to your own opinions, Bacher.
Okay, that's what I thought, noob. Girl, just get out of here. Oh my god, just end the freaking stream. What the hell? Is that Fruta Connoisseur 67? What the hell?
Call me a boo? Cause the way I'll be running into those red flags. Okay, guys.